Well, thank you, milady Leanne. And indeed, all theatre lovers will be most spoiled this season, as from the 9th of January till the 9th of March, Cardenio takes place at the Maynardville Open-Air Theatre. And I have with me here the director and two of the cast members. Roy, the director, welcome to you, sir. And it was Francis and Armand. Good morning to you, fine gentlemen.
Good morning.
Hi. Looking very, very well dressed. We'll get into that a bit later on. Is that you? Mean face.
Looking somewhat perturbed, yes.
But Roy, starting off with you first. Cardenio is known as one of Shakespeare's lost plays. What exactly does that even mean?
Well, what happened was that he and his collaborator, John Fletcher, got down to writing Cardenio in about 1612 when it was first performed, and then it was performed again in 1613, and we have evidence for that from the treasury records of James I's court. And then it disappeared. The text disappeared, only to emerge again in the 18th century when a wonderfully eccentric lawyer called Louis Tybalt said he got hold of the text of Cardenio by Shakespeare, and then he did an adaptation of it, and he entitled his version Double Falsehood. And Double Falsehood is the actual play that has come down to us over the centuries. And to the extent that in 2010, the Arden Shakespeare series published by Methuen published Double Falsehood, giving it the kind of authority of a Shakespearean play. But it was a collaboration. And then Gregory Doran, who is the RSC, Royal Shakespeare Company's artistic director, he went on the trail of this play. And he read Double Falsehood with one of his companies that he was doing another Shakespeare with. And they said, no, this play, this is a mess, this play. There's too many holes in the story, etc., etc. But Greg then just got down to doing a reimagining of it. Together, he collaborated with a Spanish playwright, Antonio Alamo, and they came up with Cardenio, which is the text we've got.
I believe it's so clearly quite a history. That was quite a summary. Directors, trust them to know it all. Armand, tell us about what the story is behind Cardenio. We see your mean face there, reciting a line from the play. What is the story behind it?
Well, I think it's the first that I can't say too much because I might spoil it.
Really?
So what I will say, it's about betrayal of friendship, love and passion, and Spanish temperament and passion. So I won't say too much because
thrown and
yeah, a lot of that. So it's quite nice to be in a position where I'm not allowed to say much because it really is a text that not many people have seen or heard of. So I could very easily spoil the story.
Yeah. So one thing I do want to hone in on over and over again is just the preparation that you guys have to go through. I mean, learning to speak this I think what seems a foreign language right now, given how we speak English nowadays. Francis, how did you go about getting yourself into that Shakespearean mode and re-delivering the lines?
Well, a very simple way is actually just to write out what you would say in your colloquial speech.
Okay.
And then have that as a key to the tone, the inflection, and the intention that the line as written would be spoken. But the formality of the language is also an opportunity for you to discover things, and each word opens up new meaning, and so you really just have to spend time with those complex lines and let the archaic words and the words give you the feeling as opposed to putting the feeling onto the line.
I say you make it sound very, very easy. You play the character of Fernando, so I'd like to know, how would you go from, let's say, something colloquial to what it is in Shakespearean language? Give us a basic example, if you will.
There's a wonderful line. You asked Zondra earlier what a favorite line, and as I got thinking what mine was. There's a wonderful line which Fernando says, which is, love, is there such a word in any language, carries honest sense.
Oh, right, and that's how you would say it?
That's the line in the play.
Yes.
And I would say, in colloquial English, does the word love mean anything, really? Okay, all right, that makes sense. Yeah. But like you said, when you said it now, I could actually clearly understand it. And we were speaking earlier, Roy, that there are certain rules that you apply, that it's the most natural way of speaking. What are the rules to speaking Shakespearean English?
Well, number one, the rhythm of each line is very, very important. And the stresses that you select, the words that you select to stress in each line is absolutely vital. And then there is the structure of the verse, which is also points. In fact, Shakespeare's advice to the players appears in the text itself. Although he didn't punctuate the plays himself, they were punctuated later, but this punctuation is a tremendous guide to the actors.
Okay.
And there are run-on lines where there is no punctuation, and 4 or 5 lines are piled upon each other. And then there are lines which are stopped in the middle. And when he stops and he creates a moment of pause, he's indicating a change of thought.
Okay.
And so you can mine this language. And of course it is the most natural, it's the nearest kind of language to English as is spoken normally.
Just a quick little workshop, because one of my favorite lines from Shakespeare's is a Romeo and Juliet line where Romeo says, "But soft, what light through yonder window breaks, it is the east, and Juliet is the sun." How would I say that to have impact? But soft, what light through yonder window breaks, it is the east, and Juliet is the sun.
I can't help you there, because you are perfect. Yes, you
thank you.
Exactly
And he's dressed the part.
Thank you, kind sir.
exactly the right words to
Well,
stress.
good luck to you, and may you have a lovely season running all the way until the 9th of March. That's
Yes.
that's a very, very long run that you're going to be having there. And of course, you can have the chance of winning tickets to go and see Cardenio at the Maynardville Open-Air Theatre by SMSing the keyword event to 33728. That will put you in line to win tickets to, of course, this wonderful show that is a must-see. I must see it. I'm going to see it. Gentlemen, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Stick around with us. Lots more to come on this day on Expresso.